Hey everyone. Today I want to talk about something really important. Artificial intelligence is transforming the way we live, work, and connect with the other. It's making information more accessible, helping us be more productive, and opening doors to new opportunities every single day. But as this technology grows, it's also changing the kind of content you see online. More videos like this, more posts like this, more voices that sound like this. This week, we're diving into the synthetic horizon, measuring AI signal dilution.
LinkedIn feeds, corporate blogs, and search results are increasingly dominated by a distinct, rigid rhythm of text. Structural markers like delve into, it is crucial to remember, and in conclusion, serve as linguistic fingerprints, signaling that a large language model, not a human, likely produced the content. This represents a systemic shift in content production. Digital material is becoming a mathematical average of previous human writing, generated and deployed at scale. Automated systems generate this content at a velocity human creators cannot match, flooding the web with millions of articles and posts daily. These patterns indicate a transition toward an environment where synthetic output mathematically outpaces authentic human creation. Statistical reports confirm this transition. Imperva's 2025 Bad Bot Report indicates that automated agents now account for 51% of all global web activity. Furthermore, an Ahrefs analysis of 900,000 new web pages found that 74% contain AI-generated material. The internet functions as an automated distribution system, where algorithms produce material consumed by other algorithms. This creates a critical dynamic for the future of AI. Because original human data is increasingly scarce, generative models are forced to scrape and train on this massive volume of synthetic output. The feedback loop has closed. The machine is now optimizing itself based on its own generated averages, creating the conditions for systemic structural failure. Generative models learn by sampling distributions. In this Generation Zero curve, high-probability data sits in the center, while rare edge cases reside in the tails. Because models oversample the center, Generation 1 shows distinct peaks flattening. By Generation 3, this tail erosion is complete. The edges disappear. When a new model trains on this eroded output, it samples an already narrowed distribution. This creates a recursive loop that reinforces common patterns while discarding nuance. The ultimate outcome is the permanent loss of diversity and edge case intelligence. Without fresh human data, recursive AI systems destroy the information required to solve complex or novel problems in the real world. Despite this degradation, recursively trained models often sound articulate and confident to the end user. Relying on fluency is dangerous. This chart tracks a model training on its own data over 10 generations. As it encounters repetitive language, confidence in predicting the next word rises sharply to 90%. Conversely, factual accuracy plummets from 94 down to 60%. This divergence, performative collapse, describes a state where a system confidently and articulately hallucinates. The system preserves statistical grammar while losing the factual anchors that give those words real meaning. Benchmarking AI based on surface-level fluency is misleading. It masks underlying semantic decay, hiding the model's loss of reliable information. Avoiding this collapse requires reflective integrity, a structural system that keeps a human in the loop. Comparing outputs reveals human oversight's impact. The autonomous left side lacks citations and nuance, while the human-guided right side preserves specific, verifiable data points. Continuous human oversight acts as a mathematical grounding wire, correcting pragmatic drift before it can compound in the next generation of data. Human intervention serves as a mathematical prerequisite for maintaining long-term data quality and avoiding system collapse. Preventing recursive collapse requires engineers to adopt strict operational protocols for data management. First, never replace original data. Maintain a non-shrinking real data anchor to preserve distribution tails. Second, label everything. Synthetic data requires watermarks and provenance metadata, so future models can exclude it. Finally, curate the tails. Actively manage data mixtures to preserve rare events. Model collapse is an avoidable engineering failure, provided organizations commit to the strict separation and active curation of human data. On a global scale, the internet is submerged in unguided synthetic content. Authentic human history and data remain, but are increasingly difficult to locate. The threat is signal dilution, a state where the sheer volume of synthetic noise makes the authentic human signal statistically impossible to isolate and verify. As the cost of content generation trends toward zero, raw volume loses its value. Because the margin for error in data curation is shrinking, verifiable human judgment is becoming the most scarce and valuable resource in technology. Automated systems cannot substitute for this judgment. They can only amplify or average what humans have already verified. In an era where algorithms can instantly generate infinite averages, the primary challenge is the systematic preservation of human variance. The future of artificial intelligence relies on the aggressive protection and valuation of the human mind.